Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Thursday, the 8th of December 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Let's jump into it. Story number 1. The S&P ASX 200 finished down 0.75% today to 7,176 points. Energy stocks were the big underperformers on the back of falling commodity prices. Utility stocks did best. Overall, it was a pretty ordinary day for the large caps. BHP was lower and all the banks fell, with ANZ and National Australia Bank both off nearly 2%. That's all about fears of an economic slowdown. Woodside Energy tumbled 4.3% and Santos was off more than 1%. Industrial property giant Goodman Group hadn't had a good week until today, but it rose 1.3%, while toll road operator Transurban Group was up 1.2%. Chalice Mining's share price jumped 13% after announcing a promising new copper and nickel find at its Hooley site in Western Australia. It was the best on the day. Downer EDI was easily the worst. More of that shortly. It was a good day for the gold producers after bullion's price rose. It's trading close to US $1,800 an ounce. Evolution Mining, Silver Lake Resources and market leader Newcrest all jumped sharply. QBE Insurance has been a strong performer in recent months, hitting its highest level today since before the pandemic. New Zealand-based dairy farming cooperative Fonterra lifted its earnings guidance on the back of strong demand and lower production in other parts of the world. And finally, in economic news, Australia's trade surplus in October came in at $12.2 billion, broadly unchanged from September. Exports were down 0.9%, while imports were off 0.7%. Story number 2. Some not-so-good news from engineering group Downer EDI. It's flagged accounting irregularities and cut its profit guidance for this financial year, sending its share price at one point down 28%. In a statement, the company said, based on information currently available, the irregularities are estimated to result in a historical overstatement of pre-tax earnings of around or up to $40 million for the last 3 financial years. That's 2020, 2021 and 2022, and also up until this point of this financial year. It is not a good look, though later in the day, Chief Executive Grant Fenn said it was an accounting error on just one contract. He also said bad weather and elevated costs hurt this year's revenue line, but that was certainly lost in all the other news. By the end of the day, the stock had recovered somewhat to be 20% lower. Story number 3, the release from prison of Umar Patek, the man who made the Bali bombs, has outraged families and triggered a warning from Canberra to Jakarta. Umar Patek served less than 12 years of his 20-year sentence and walked free early this morning, Australian time, after being granted parole. The department in charge of prisons in Indonesia said he had participated in a de-radicalisation program. The Australian government called for assurances he would be put under ongoing supervision, adding that his release will deeply hurt many Australians. Home Affairs Minister Claire O'Neill was much more blunt. She said it was an absolutely horrible day for the families of the 88 Australians killed in the attack. Story number 4, the Dye & Durham bid for Markets Administrator Link Group has been going on for a long time. The most recent iteration, Dye & Durham's $1.27 billion bid for Link's corporate markets business, has fallen over. The latest bid included the deferment of payment for a couple of years, as well as some changes in the business being acquired. Now, Link's board said no. Its share price fell 1.5%. Dye & Durham, they said that's it. They're not coming back again. And story number 5, German police have uncovered an alleged right-wing plot to storm the Bundestag and overthrow the government, arresting 25 people in raids across the country. About 130 premises were searched and 3,000 officers deployed in what's being described as the largest police operation Germany has ever conducted against suspected extremists. According to the Financial Times, Germany's Attorney General said the aim of the group, which was founded in November last year, was to remove the existing state order in Germany, the Liberal Democratic Order, using violence and military means. Very disturbing. That's it for the afternoon report for Thursday, the 8th of December, 2022. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. The top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.